This is jufufu. She just released in Zenless Zone Zero. She got some, let's just say, interesting responses. So I figured, what better time than now to cash in those views. So at first I wanted to make an actual game, but then I realized
I'm kind of retarded.
So we'll hold off on that for now. I do, however, know JavaScript after making the genius choice of getting a computer science degree. And that means, instead of making a game, I can just make a website instead, which is probably better because, I mean, everyone can play it without downloading anything. Alright, I've got everything planned out, just need an idea. Should be pretty easy. I'll just ask ChatGPT.
Jufufu's Tax Return Adventure, a tragically boring browser game where Jufufu is forced to file tax returns for every other Z's character.
Wow, these are all fucking dog shit. Don't let it happen again. Anyways, I wanted to make something pretty simple to code because, and it has to be something that's actually somewhat interesting to look at because I'm brain rotted too. That sounds boring as fuck. Who would watch that shit? Now, this is actually pretty easy to code. All I have to do is take the image and update its position every second using an interval loop. Then I check if the image hits any of the window's edges, and if it does, I reverse the velocity so it bounces backwards. I also added a small random offset every time you bounce off a wall, because who doesn't like RNG? So we've got the gameplay loop down, but now we're missing the most important thing. It's the corners. The whole reason people watch the DVD logo is to see it edging the corners, right? But to keep the anticipation of Jufufu getting close to the corners, but not making it too easy, I decided to increase the hitbox of the corners from 1 pixel to 2. Now this actually does make a difference. I also made a little statistics window, so you can see how many bounces you've had, how many corners you've hit, and your high score, which actually stays even if you click off the website or even if you exit out of the website, which I thought was pretty cool. This way you can just come in anytime with this tab on in the background. I had to slave away cutting each frame of this GIF out to get it ready, and then I had the brilliant idea to do it all again. So at this point everything's looking pretty good. I only have a small bug where you can get 2 points hitting a corner if you hit it at the right angle. But I mean, I just left it in because it doesn't happen too often, and it's a nice touch to get it. I added sound effects too upon hitting the corners for maximum engagement. I also added some background music. You can also turn down all the volume on the site using the slider in the bottom left corner, which I definitely did not steal the code for. Now, I know I said everything's looking good, but there's actually a small problem. It's all a little slow, especially if you add bad RNG. And I actually found a 100% law accurate reason on how to do this. Now, using my brilliant genius, I was able to deduct that Jufufu is actually a cat. And what do cats do? Exactly. I definitely did not pick this because I'd already spent an hour cutting out this GIF. I also made a button where you can switch in between the modes. And when you go into the chaos mode, the speed increases and the music changes. So if you're getting a little stuck, you can just use that. We've got everything set up now. Now, all we have to do is make this website actually visible to people instead of just being locally hosted. So first off, I bought the domain. I'm not very creative, so I just named it jufufubounce. If you got a better name, you can leave it in the description. Maybe I'll change it, who knows. And after getting the domain, I connected it to Cloudflare Pages because I'm not trying to pay for hosting. It's pretty easy. All I had to do was just connect my code repository to it. So yeah, go check it out. It works on mobile too. There's a couple of Easter eggs you want to find out. Click anything that looks a little interesting. There's a credits page with all the details. I know this project was pretty simple, honestly, but it took me basically a whole month to code, so I'd appreciate it if you help your boy out. I want to do a video learning game development, but that's still in the works for now. But there was actually this one game that caught my eye. Damn, I took for that long?